I decided to make use of it here this afternoon. And in order to give that chronicle more historical heftiness, I tried to track it down through my friends at the Mandela Foundation. But in spite of assiduous research, no concrete reference was uncovered, and they have a center of memory and dialogue after all, right? Nor could curators from the District 6 Museum evoke the anecdote, nor could several journalists and writers. Always the same answer: nobody could summon up that story. I cannot then offer a name now, put flesh and blood on protagonists, the child, the grandmother, the policeman. They must remain unnamed unless somebody here knows. I hope so. Ultimately, however, it may not matter if such a policeman and such a grandmother factually exist. If one said this or the other said that in exactly the way it was recounted to me. It may not matter if my guide at the District 6 Museum had heard a garbled version of the tale and then retransmitted in a different form, because that is how memory often works. Communities give themselves the chronicles they need in order to understand the world, just as individuals create for themselves the stories they need in order to survive with a sense of self. If a story is true in its core, tells us a higher truth, something unforgettable about ourselves, then it remains true even if it is partly invented. Along with writers, like I said, right? Or can anyone deny that the policeman was expressing a model of behavior, was informing the grandmother and the eavesdropping world beyond her? That policeman is telling us all here, right now, today, that we cannot undo the damage of the past, but must strive instead to undo the damage of the future. We must prove in our actions tomorrow that we have learned from the terrors and sins of yesteryear. What other way to pay for the taking of lives of a mother and a father than to bring back home the child, the orphan? What other way to pay for a life taken than to give a life back? It is probable that such a homecoming envisaged by the policeman cannot occur in reality. Before a black orphan would be brought into the house of the oppressor, many others in his own community would care for that boy. But as a metaphor, as epic drama, as a pluricultural ideal, what more could we ask for? What better challenge to present-day South Africa? What better image of a multiracial, omni-linguistic home can be offered? Is that policeman not speaking across continents and time to the woman who cried for Pinochet? Is he not demanding that she take Carlos the carpenter home with her? Is he not affirming that it is his duty as a policeman to protect the carpenter's portrait of Allende, his right to display that portrait on the wall, rather than persecuting him for his memories and his ideas? Are we not being invited to bring into our homes what is concealed beyond the walls of our identity? Those memories from the thickets of others that we have considered to be alien, hazardous to our integrity? Is it not in that back and forth process of offering a refuge to those who are different that we can find intimations of what it means to reconcile, or at least a pale path towards tolerance? Is that not what literature and art do incessantly? Invite us into the homes of strangers so we may know ourselves better, create a startling birthplace of common language from which we can explore an enigmatic world. Above all, however, I would like to concentrate on the homeless orphan and what it might mean to him to be taken care of, to be truly cared for. Because all my words here this afternoon are meaningless unless they reach that child, unless they help fashion a world which that child deserves to inherit, unless the stories I've been telling speak to that boy who has lost his elders. I wonder, in fact, if that child, now grown, is not listening or watching this lecture. Are you? Are you out there? Are you listening to me? Do you recognize yourself?